And welcome back, everyone, to Overtime. As we teased just a few minutes ago, we have a special guest in house. He's none other than Mr. Michael Banks, the principal at South Delta High School. We appreciate you, Mr. Banks, for taking time out of your busy schedule, because I know you have a full plate, it seems like 7 days a week. So we appreciate, don't take your time lightly, for joining us here on Overtime.
Okay, thank you.
And
Glad to be here.
And how are you feeling this evening, by the way?
Feeling really good, really good. Just kind of course, this is the 1 year anniversary coming up from the tornado and storm, so we had a lot of activities going on this week.
And here we are tonight, marking the 1 year anniversary of the tornado that hit Rolling Fork.
Mm-hmm.
Where does South Delta stand right now as far as the high school progress that has been made from last year, this time, to today?
Now, kind of did some repairs and remodeling at the elementary school, so now we actually have the pre-K through 8th grade that's housed at the elementary school building that's located in Rolling Fork, and we're still currently at the high school in the middle school location, which is in Anguilla.
As far as moving back into the high school, where do you stand right now with that?
So we're kind of in the insurance negotiation phases, so we're actually waiting on the final aspect on if they're going to repair versus the rebuild.
This is my first time hearing that there's a possibility you could have a new building for the high school. That's something that is being talked about, huh?
Yes, that is. It's on the table. It's not on the high end of the table, but it's a slight possibility. Kind of, just depending on the amount that they can get that needed to be repaired. Kind of like, you're dealing with the car. If it costs so much to repair it, and it kind of goes to like, okay, we're going to just total it out, and if it's totaled out, you're going to just completely replace it. So, again, they're in that stage of trying to figure out which route that we're going to go.
All right. And what kind of challenges have you been presented with? And I should point out that this is his second stint as principal at South Delta High School, and you were not principal when the tornado hit. You actually took over in July of last year. But what kind of challenges have been presented as you try to navigate your way through this restoration period?
Okay. Yeah, well, one of the immediate challenges that was presented was, again, they ended the year, school year, with pre-K through 12 in the same building in Anguilla, Mississippi, at the middle school location. So we were looking at maybe starting again with pre-K through 12 back in that same building. So we kind of worked hard to try to see, and where, of course, pre-K through 12 in one building caused a lot of issues and problems as far as spacing. So one of the biggest challenges then was to be able to actually move out the pre-K through 8th grade back to Rolling Fork. So, and being able to be housed in that building. So that was one of the biggest challenges and hurdles that we had to overcome, and obstacles. So once we kind of overcame that obstacle, it was about just kind of making sure that all of the people, all of the kids, the faculty, staff, again, safety being the number one concern, that now we're in a safe environment. So once you're safe, you kind of now think about being conducive for learning.
Well, I tell you what, Mr. Banks, we're going to take a time out, but when we return, we're going to dig a little bit more into the athletic side of things, because you're coming off a very, very successful year in football, basketball, and then prior to the school year, your track team able to overcome the hurdle from the tornadoes and win a state championship. So we're going to talk about that in just a moment.
Okay.
We'll be right back with much more. Mr. Banks, the principal at South Delta High School, in just a moment.